Ring for wine.
Today's episode of Wine Time Fridays is brought to you in part by our friends at Naked Wines and Kestrel Vintners.
It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil, episode 262. On this Friday, Shelley, April 25th, 2025. Happy Friday. It's wine time. All right, let's open a bottle of wine.
It is wine time.
It is very wine time. There's been some debate because today is actually International Viognier Day. It's always the last Friday of April.
However,
well, in choosing these wines, I realized one's from Old World country, one's from New World country. So as I'm pouring these, Shelley, you took notes and I don't even know.
You don't even know?
No.
Oh.
Could you shed a little light on this? Oh, as I open this 2022 Tenimenti de Alessandro IGT Viognier.
IGT?
That's a Toscana IGT.
Oh, okay.
Is the region. In
so
Tuscany.
This could be considered an old world wine, but mostly the old worlds are from Condrieu in the Rhone, and around that area. For the Viognier anyway, not for other wines. And the New World is Australia, California, and now Washington.
Well, I mean, it'd be all the United States, though, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. Canada now. Probably
yeah,
New World.
They have some Viogniers.
But it's mostly the European, right? So
Is the older world.
Germany, Italy, France.
And when you have an old world, you're not going to
Spain.
have a Spanish
Spain?
Viognier?
No, I'm just saying Spain would be considered old world.
All right. You have more minerality and more restrained style in the old world. And usually lower alcohols.
This
New World, usually higher alcohols, more fruit forward. And you could say lush.
This has got a really fun, clean nose to it. To health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance, and peace on earth.
Peace on earth.
To health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance.
And peace on earth.
What the hell's wrong with me?
You just take right over.
Gosh, I tell you.
See, I wouldn't have guessed
This
was
is
a
a Viognier.
Viognier.
Yeah.
I don't get that peachy thing
Not
that
at
I
all.
always get. Stone fruits, apricots.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a Pinot Grigio. A dry Pinot Grigio.
Kind of.
At least that's what I'm getting. This is very, very good. I just want to drink this whole glass right now. This is the time of this recording has been a real day. So
it's been a real day. That's a good day.
It's been a good day. Nothing wrong. It's just like back to back.
So they say on the palate there, honey, orange, mango, kiwi, tangerine. I get the kiwi. So the
Yes.
kiwi is a little bit sourish, well, acidic, I guess, tart.
Because we don't. A Viognier typically is from the Rhone Valley. That's kind of where it came from. But we don't have one of those tonight. We have different ones, right?
Italian.
Yeah, and
this is a Toscana
from Tuscany.
Yeah,
and it's a Toscana IGT.
Yeah,
and that's just the way they not rate them. I can't think of the name.
Is it like an AVA? You're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
So what would that be called? I don't know. Classify.
Yes. Thank you. Jeez. Oh, man alive. So some of the things about Viogniers, like their unique profile. So you had talked a little bit about the stone fruit and floral notes, which we're really not getting in this.
Not so much. Maybe some rose petals, if anything.
Alexa, do we have notification?
Then why are you beeping?
Oh, man.
But it's my notification.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think part of what we're getting is this whole terroir difference.
Definitely.
So they're going to be a little bit more. Why is this not coming up in front of me? I
don't know. So typically you would get on the nose some peach, apricot, tangerine, honeysuckle, orange blossom, floral notes like violets or rose petals, and sometimes spicy, like a touch of ginger or nutmeg, especially on those that have been aged in oak.
Yeah, the next one we're going to have has got
has been aged
a year
on French oak,
new
right?
French oak. Yeah, we'll get to that. We kind of turned things around. We were going to start with that one, but we're doing that one second because of the weightiness of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, okay. What in the heck?
Alexa, do we have a notification?
Alexa.
Is the house going to blow up?
Alexa, do we have a notification? I'm about to go unplug her. If I hear it again, I'm unplugging her.
Okay.
I'm going to unplug her.
Maybe she wants some wine.
Oh my gosh. I think right now I'm going to go unplug her.
Alexa, what do you want? Check your Wi-Fi connection. This does not taste like a Viognier to me at all.
No, but I like it. It's very refreshing. That's very yummy. Do you want to say anything more about this? Or should we just skip on to a break?
Okay, let's have a break.
Yep, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get to the other Viognier. Hello, welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 262 on this Friday, April 25th, the last Friday of the month, until we head into Oregon Wine Month. Boy, do we have some fun things lined up in May.
We do.
I forgot to say, we got this from Wine Library.
Gary
V. It was the last chance. But I mean, I think we may or may not have got it through a Gary V wine club, but they always offer these things later. This is a $30 bottle of wine that I think is $19. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So click the link in the show notes. That'll take you to the page at Wine Library if you want to purchase it, which I think this would be really good.
Mm-hmm. Would be good. This would be good for summer.
Oh my gosh.
And some spicy foods like
so
Thai or just creamy cheeses.
Yeah. This actually came in the 11/11 sale.
Oh, okay.
So we paid $11 for this. 11 wines, excuse me, $11 on November 11th is what that was, the 11/11 sale.
Oh, there he is now.
Oh, Gary just came up on my phone. Anytime we can mention him. So now we're going to move on to a Washington State Viognier from our friend Brad Binko of Eternal Wine.
Who is now in Oregon. So this is nicely leading edge.
This is still Washington fruit, and where they're
just over the border.
Just over the border, yeah. I mean, it's the same terroir. Oh, yeah. I'm actually very excited for this. You know, this is called Eternal Sunshine.
We like that.
Viognier, yeah.
Well, we like it because we hardly have any right now.
Well, and I thought that was apropos in the spring when I saw this as a possibility to pour this and feature this because it says Eternal Sunshine.
Which we are hoping for. So
yeah. This weekend, I think we're going to, well, at least yesterday it was mid-60s. I think today is around mid-60s also, give or take. I think tomorrow and Sunday.
It's taking a while to warm up this
year. It is. It always seems to. We just opened the 2022. So we're having 22s on both Viogniers. Eternal Sunshine Viognier.
And I get apricots on the nose of this one.
Much more like a Viognier that we're used to. $39 at the winery. I think it might even say $40 on the website, give or take. I'm sure Brad would give it to you for $39.
Well, that's nice of you to offer that discount.
Just have to ask, say, that's your Wine Time Fridays discount, $1 off.
And you know what he would say?
Not buck off.
Hashtag cheersing.
Hashtag cheersing and leading lines.
Don't laugh in your wine. Yep. I get stone fruits, peach.
Okay. This is
more what we're used to.
Much. Look, that other one is super. That's just fine.
Yeah.
But this one, it does have some weight. I actually talked to Brad before recording. I'm like, what would you pair with this? He said cheeses and charcuterie because it's got a little bit more.
Well, he said something else because cheeses are charcuterie.
Well, I mean, like more of a charcuterie board type thing, but a little bit of the heavier cheeses, not probably your brie, things like that.
I think it would be okay with the brie.
But this is just.
This is 13.9% alcohol.
That's right. Oh, we didn't even
check. A little higher alcohol in California and Washington.
12% from that Italian Viognier.
That makes sense because Old World is usually lower.
Usually.
He only made 2 barrels of this, so if you want to get it, you need to do that.
And there's about 12 to 14 cases left. Highly suggest go visit them at the new tasting room and then say, Brad, we want a little of your Eternal Sunshine. He'll probably sell you a case.
He would.
Yeah, like you said, only 2 barrels. This won gold at the SIP Northwest Best of Best 2024 competition and got a 90-point score at the SIP Northwest Best of Best 24 same competition. So I don't know. Why is there 2 different winners in the same thing? SIP
different
Northwest,
categories.
SIP Northwest, Best of Best. Interesting. Well, they liked it so much they scored it really high twice.
Maybe different things.
So, it's
really good.
This is fantastic. I wanted to.
Just when you go there, do not order Viognier.
Oh, yeah. Go back.
To Rivaura's tasting room. Somebody wanted, some ladies, I'll have some of that Viognier. It's Viognier.
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 That's very funny. Viognier.
This is laughing too.
So I think I want to do the Rivaura, now that you mentioned it, wine word of the week, which is Loess.
Loess.
Loess. You want to say what it is?
It's the type of sedimentary deposit that's composed of fine, wind-blown particles, typically silt-sized or smaller, often found from the accumulation of dust and sediment that's been transported by the wind over long distances.
They have a lot of this.
It can be very pretty.
Yeah, if you go up, like sometimes you'll drive and they've got the sides of the roads is like a hill, little hill, and you'll see the layers of this terroir, essentially from the Missoula mudslides or mud floods.
Floods.
Yeah, and just all of those layers that lead into the terroir of the Walla Walla AVA. And so, is this considered Walla Walla?
Yakima.
Got it. So I wanted to kind of go with a little deeper on the Loess. So it's got that fine texture, like you said, fine particles, including silt, clay, and quartz. It's very porous. The Loess soils tend to be highly porous, allowing for good drainage and aeration. Loess can be fertile, as it often contains nutrients and minerals that support plant growth. So there's a part of that terroir, and the impact on viticulture, the drainage. Okay, because of the porous nature, it helps with drainage, which is beneficial for grapevines. It can also lead to healthier root systems and reduce risk of waterlogged soils. So that makes sense. And yet it has water holding capabilities.
Good drainage, but water holding capabilities.
Yeah. So while it drains well, it can also retain some water, which also helps grapevines during dry periods. And of course, it's high in the minerality aspect, as the soils can impart a subtle minerality to wines, which might contribute, however, whichever country you're from, to their complexity and flavor profile. So, anyway, this is really delicious. And honestly, I would rate this one higher than the other one. And I like the other one.
They're just different.
Yep.
Very different. Some wines we enjoyed this week.
Nope. We're going to take a break and then get back to some wines you enjoyed this week.
You have a lot of editing to do.
A little bit.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 262. On this Friday, April 25th. I think there's something I'm supposed to remember about the 25th. When was Earth Day? Was it already yesterday?
I don't know when Earth Day was.
It's around here sometime.
Yeah, I know.
Every day is Earth Day.
Every day is Earth Day, like every day is Wine Day. She's going to look up what Earth Day is when it is, and I am going to tell you some of the wines we enjoyed this week. We had Lady in Red from Kestrel, one of our sponsors, this episode. What's it? When is it?
It's actually today.
Today, the 25th.
No, Tuesday.
Oh.
Recording day. It was the 22nd.
It was last Tuesday, the 22nd.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah, not too bad. We had Lady in Red from Kestrel, one of our sponsors. By the way, I think that always delivers.
What?
That Lady in Red. I know. I always say
it's a sentimental favorite. Also,
it's a sentimental favorite, and it tastes really good. The Jonata Todos. I'm not even sure I think that's a red blend. I forget what the grapes were in that. That was pretty good. Jay Bookwalter, Reader's Red Blend, the Clos de Bois Pinot Grigio, and F. Stephen Millier Angel's Reserve Pinot Noir. It's not Miller, it's Millier. There is an I there. I had to double check. By the way, that's a naked wine, and he responds when you put ratings. He'll actually respond.
Oh, nice.
So, of course, I responded back, we'd love to have you on as a guest.
Always be selling.
ABC.
Always be marketing.
ABM. ABS. Do you want to say what we've got coming up, Shelley? This is quite the month.
May is Oregon Wine Month, and we have some really good guests coming up. We've already recorded a couple of those.
One, anyway.
One. She was very fun.
And
makes me want to go to Oregon and start a winery.
Well, at least go to Oregon and taste some wine.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, Aussie Wine Month is also in May. On the 3rd of May, International Sauvignon Blanc Day. I'll drink to that. On the 9th, World Moscato Day, and we may have a Moscato. I'm not even sure if we've had a Moscato.
I don't think we're going to have
since we've
one.
known each other. Now we're not?
Well, I mean, I don't know when we'd slide it in because we're going to have all these guests and we're tasting through their wines.
Well, we can just put it on the Facebook page, maybe.
Oh, for sure. We can do that.
On the 16th, International, I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, we're going to take
Azerejo Day?
Azerejo, very good.
17th, Pinot Grigio. It's international or American, I do not know. 21st, World Chardonnay Day. 23rd, World Chardonnay Day. Again?
Yeah, Rick Backus wanted his own.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, on the
24th, anniversary of the Judgment of Paris. 25th, just General Wine Day.
Again.
And then June is Idaho Wine Month.
Which we're lining up some Idaho wineries for June. Next week, we are kicking off Oregon Wine Month with Big Table Farm. Now, we've had them on for our 250th episode. I think we did through... Nope. Did one with Karen McNeil is what we did.
We did not have them on.
Nope. And now we're tasting through a whole slew of them. And they send you wine and they send you a dish towel.
They don't do it for everyone. We don't know that.
We don't know that. Are we just special?
We could be special, but don't order wine and say, where's my dish towel?
Where's my dish towel?
And all of the art on the dish towels and the note cards and the labels.
Yes.
Are
and that's from Claire.
Done by Claire.
Yep. So next week we have Claire on. But we do also have Bells Up. We have Highland. We have Capri. And then we're working on getting Andre Mack.
And he has something to do with Oregon.
He does. He's a sommelier. We've been working on trying to get him for 2 years. And I found out he makes wine in Oregon. So who knew? We are working on getting him on for the last Friday in May. There are 5 Fridays in May. So there you go. A huge thanks again to today's sponsors, Naked Wines and Kestrel Vintners. And Shelley, with a little bit of knowledge. And you got a little bit of knowledge today. Not a whole lot. A little bit. A little bit of knowledge.
A wee bit.
A wee bit. Wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. Go pick up a Viognier and try one. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. See you next week with Claire from Big Table Farm. Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.